All right. So, looks like Aquarius won the poll for the next sign that I do the 2024 year ahead. So, sit back, relax, and let's see what is in store for Aquarius for 2024. And look at that, there's the Emperor right there. Okay, I tell you what, I feel good. Chariot, Daughter of Swords, and there's a 10 of Pentacles right there. Okay. As I was saying, I feel good about this, Aquarius. How do you feel about your year? What you got planned? Oh, somebody's making a list. Somebody has a goals list. Somebody has a goals list. Literally, somebody actually has started something new, started something different. I'm seeing somebody writing something on the wall. So, no, I don't necessarily know it's about the writing on the wall. No, it is. It's kind of like part of that. Somebody's seeing the writing on the wall. And I also see somebody taking notes. There's like notes or something like that on the wall. They're sticking them to the wall. Somebody's getting more organized. They're figuring things out. They're realizing that they have to keep their mind and their time occupied. And also to kind of stay on their goals, to keep continuing to look ahead. I see that. I see that. I see somebody doing that. Perfect. All right, Aquarius. So we're going to get into this. See what is lying ahead for Aquarius. Again, I'm feeling good. I feel good about it. So, all right. Oh, let's see. I'm going to find out what you need to focus on. Your finances, career. What you don't maybe see. What you don't see coming. Love. And then we're going to go month to month. So, let's see. All right. Come. Son of Wands. Three of Wands. Daughter of Cups. Nine of Swords. I have to move these over. I forgot. I rearranged everything and I forgot that I need, because I got, 4 rows here that I'm doing. So bear with me 1 second. Aww. Somebody's very sweet. They're just like, somebody's like very, very, very polite, gracious. Somebody's like a gentleman, but somebody's just like, it's just, somebody's like, you go right ahead. You do what you need to do. You're fine. No stress. Somebody's very, very relaxed. They're really relaxed in their element. 5 of Cups. 6 of Cups. Ace of Swords. Every time I see that, it reminds me of marshmallows. 10 of Cups. 9 of Wands. I still need more room. Somebody needs more room. They could be looking for a home. Somebody's feeling cooped up. And they're wanting to, okay, so Hermit. 8 of Swords. 4 of Swords. We have this Son of Wands. Okay. All right, Aquarius. So, let's get started. Considering Pluto is moving into your sign, this doesn't look bad at all. Don't stress about it. Don't stress about it. Capricorns have had a horror story. Okay. So don't let that get in your mind. Don't let that sink into your mind. So far, this doesn't look bad at all. This looks good. There's some stuff here and there, but it's to be expected. Okay. Other than that, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. That's the best thing. You got the Son of Wands here, the outlook of the entire year. That is going to be the major theme as of right now. Going after more of what you want. Knowing exactly what it is that you want and getting your energy levels up is what I'm getting. Not being afraid, not dragging your feet. Getting up and doing it. Taking action. That's what I have here. Why does this look like that? Yeah, you're not down yet. You're not down yet. Okay. Here's what I see. I see you working very, very hard. I see you having plans. You're keeping all of your ideas to yourself. I see you actually inside. It's like a year of reflection. How much energy has been spent in other places that have not panned out to be anything? You've given your all in certain areas and nothing seems to have worked. I see you taking a more inward approach, which is excellent. I can't help but see there's something burning or bubbling beneath the surface. And this, it's like you are working, but you're quiet at whatever it is that you're doing. Okay? You're moving away from a lot of different people. You could even be, see, this is more action. So we do have a lot of mind here. You got swords. You also have this hermit. But you also have the action. You have the drive. You have the motivation. So I see, it reminds me of someone now. Remember when I was saying something about writing stuff on the wall, the writing on the wall? You're seeing things a lot more clearly, but you're also doing, it's like you're taking some kind of action probably to start writing affirmations, writing notes, lists, making lists, things that you want to do so that you can actually bring it into fruition. I'm definitely seeing a lot about affirmations. I'm seeing somebody writing a lot more. Journaling is a big thing here. Reflecting, journaling, and notes. And it's like somebody's learning to be patient. And they're putting in the hard work. They're going inward. This is beautiful. It's very hermit-like. It's very Virgo-like. You could be either learning something from a Virgo, or maybe you have Virgo highly aspected in your chart or something like that. Or just the energy of it is something that you're starting to undertake. Okay. What you have control of. Something about numbers. You're becoming more intrigued or interested in numbers. The science of numbers. Okay. Focusing on numbers. Noticing patterns. Now, what is within your control is your success. That's within your control. There could be some kind of an outside influence. For some, it could be, somebody who's younger. Or a child. No. You're taking yourself back to when you were a child. There's something about you that you're remembering when you were a child. Something that you wanted to do. It's almost like imagination. You're tapping back into that imagination. The creativity that you have. Now, this could be something very artistic or something classical. Something artistic and classical. Okay? And I keep doing this with my fingers. So maybe you're wanting to learn to play the violin. Okay? Don't ask me why I came up with that. But, all signs are pointing to yes. Somebody could be wanting to, learn classical music, specifically wanting to play the violin, or, trying to learn or undertake some kind of a new skill or something that someone wanted to do. I see somebody being a lot more creative this year. I realize this year is the year of 8. It's the year of the dragon, but it's a lot about money, finances. I see somebody setting it up to where in the future they'll have more money, but I don't think that they're necessarily after the bag this year. Okay. I see a lot of somebody, let's say somebody retired. Somebody could have retired. Somebody could be wanting to retire. They're doing a lot of research and they're doing things as far as what it is that they want to do with their life after. Okay. I'm getting a lot about that. Whether it's that or not, I don't know. But I'm seeing it's like this is the year, this is the setup. This year is the setup. This is the beginning. That's what I'm getting. Now, as far as the beginning of this year is going to be a little rough, but it will change. Don't let it get you down. This is something, brand new. All right? with, again, Pluto moving into Aquarius, January 20th. There could be a lot of stress surrounding that. I see somebody definitely in their feels, and they're in their mind a lot about certain things in the past. Maybe their role as far as what happened. Maybe somebody else that could have been younger. You have the Daughter of Cups here. You also have the Three of Wands. And something could be driving somebody mad, okay? Driving somebody, you know, just continuously thinking about it. Somebody's definitely, probably the rest of the season, somebody's going to be very much in their feels, but mostly in their mind, okay? And somebody needs to really, really work on that, because we are looking up this year. We're not looking back, okay? It's a brand new year, and we have to change certain patterns that just are not working for us, even if it's people, or even if it's, you know, your Daughter of Cups. It's just like it could even, not even, I'm not saying even that you're immature, but it could be just a very immature energy. You know, sometimes we get in our feelings, and we're just like, you know, oh, this person, this and that, you know, that can be seen as very immature. And I see somebody could be needing to rethink the way it is that they're speaking to themselves, speaking to the universe, and even speaking about past experiences, okay? If not, it's going to get heavier. Things are going to start to get heavier. So we have to start to discipline ourselves, but also to help to dissipate that energy, okay? I see probably within the next, in the spring months, I see you're going to have a chance to speak to a person. Okay, this could be somebody younger, or somebody could even have like an intervention with you. It'd be like, look, you might want to, yeah, we're a little bit worried about you, or when are you going to move beyond this? Because, you know, we don't want to see you unhappy. We want to see you happy. We know that you always had dreams. Why aren't you fulfilling them? It's something like that. I'm literally seeing some. Now, I don't necessarily know that that's the way it's going to go, but I see that at least that's somebody's intentions if somebody does have an intervention with you. This could be somebody very close to you. And there could be, and here's the thing, some of you may even feel like, somebody may feel like they're a failure or something that happened in the past. And it's almost like they might feel like they've let other people down because something happened or they lost something and it didn't work out, not only for them, for the Aquarius, but the Aquarius could be looking at it and be like, you know what, I wish there was a father in the home for, you know, and they might be taking it on themselves that somebody else left or was absent, okay? And I don't see anything, I feel like whoever this is, if you are feeling resentful or regretful or whatever it is, whoever it is that you could be speaking to is like, no, I don't feel like that. In fact, I'm glad. I would rather see you happy than to watch you every day be abused or be talked down to or talked like trash to. Does that make sense? I'm getting something like that. It's like somebody would rather have been raised by a single parent. Okay, this is specific. Somebody would rather have been raised by a single parent, and they're okay with that, rather than two parents stay together and the child watches both parents rip each other apart and just be nasty and yeah. So that's what I'm getting. Somebody's going to be feeling very okay with how things worked out and realize whoever this is, they're very, very mature. And they are very enlightened about the way that they're seeing things. Okay. So either you could be giving that information to somebody, you know, if you're a child that's an Aquarius, or if you're older and you're an Aquarius, so you could have a child that's very, very enlightened coming to you saying, no, I wouldn't want to see my mom, or I wouldn't want to see my dad being abused or being cheated on left and right. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see you unhappy because it hurts me to see my parent unhappy. Okay. So, very beautiful. So somebody's going to have to be able to start to release some of that feeling that they're having, that anguish. I see whatever this is, you know, in the following 6 months of the year, it's going to change things for you. It's almost like somebody putting the key into the jail cell and letting you out, letting your spirit out. And it's going to feel so good. For some, it could be somebody that maybe, I don't necessarily see, and I do have cards that would maybe indicate it, but I technically don't really necessarily see somebody could be getting out of jail if it's something like that. Could it be? Yeah. I'm not going to say no. But there could be somebody that could be getting out of jail this year, but I feel it's more metaphorical. Okay? Like a mind prison that somebody's been in. Somebody's going to have the key to release you from that mental anguish. Okay? And I feel like it's going to be somebody very close to you, somebody very endearing to you, if not a child. Okay? If there could even be somebody kind of going back in to do some shadow work and they're making contact with their inner child that's going to help release. This, Aquarius, you guys have been, all last year, your readings have been just magical. To me, that is magical. How I see magical is different from what other people say. I see magical as in the soul is maturing. The soul is being released. The soul is awakening. And good things come in. I see it as in something eternal. Okay? That's what I've been seeing for you this past year. And the year ahead. Your whole entire soul is transforming. Everything about you. It's magnificent. I just feel like chills and I feel love. You're surrounded by a lot of love. I don't care what anyone says, if they're alone or whatever it is. They are surrounded by a lot of love. Somebody is very, very loved. Okay. I see somebody going in and really concentrating on a lot of that though. But somebody's becoming so wise. Wise beyond their years. Yeah. All right. I don't necessarily see you have any real interest in love. And I think that's a good thing. That's at least not your focus. Your focus, love related, it doesn't look like it's romantic. At this point, it doesn't look like it's romantic. Could it happen this year? Absolutely. But where I'm seeing it in this department that I'm looking in particular, I don't see that being accented at all. I see it more or less maintaining close friendships with other people, keeping your group small. And I don't see necessarily anything that's romantic. I see you changing the way that you even look at romantic love. All right? Something that you did in the past probably didn't work out very well in the past as far as, where it is that you invested money. But I feel like for this, where you expected wealth was probably investing in another person. Okay? It could even be as far as, maybe you were hoping that, you married somebody, settled down with them, and you both can inherit and grow a nest egg or something like that together. And I see regret in that. It's almost like you had put all your faith and everything into another person. We can't do that. We can't do that in any time in life, because the only thing that is certain in life is uncertainty. The only thing that is certain in life is uncertainty. Meaning, if you put all of your happiness into another person, what happens if that person is ripped from our lives, however it is? Okay? Whether it's death, divorce, cheating, whatever it is. Something. Moved across country. Something. Something happens and somebody's just ripped from our lives. However that is. We cannot put all of our faith and dependency on another person. We cannot do that. We don't live in that kind of a world. Okay? And I see that that's what somebody has done in the past. And I feel like there's a lot of reflecting on that. Now, hopefully this isn't going to be a pattern that's going to be repeating. There is a possibility that you could be repeating that pattern, expecting somebody else to kind of like fill in that gap where you don't have, you know, when we come together, we're going to get a house and we're going to save money for, you know, I feel if somebody's doing that, they're continuing to do that, they're going to keep repeating that over and over again. All right. So be very cautious about that. But I definitely see somebody starting something new. All right. Now, whatever it is that you are starting new this year, there is something brand new. You're going to be very good at it. And I see that something about help. So this even, I'll tell you what this looks like. This kind of looks like, it reminds me of a family restaurant. Somebody have a family restaurant. Are you opening a family restaurant? If you have and things haven't been very, ooh, this is interesting. So I don't know how literal this is or if this is metaphorical. Okay. I'm seeing Keith Lee going to somebody's restaurant. If they've been trying to get their restaurant off the ground, yada, yada, yada. Whether it's literal, could it be? Yes. It could also be that, you know, something is going to happen to turn that around. Not everyone that's watching this is going to have their own family restaurant. And they're not going to have that circumstance. Fair enough. Use your creative mind. We're getting into that creative mind again this year, remember? Use that creative mind to kind of figure out what that could be for you. That could be a number of different things. It doesn't have to be that. It can be, you know, I've been having a hard time, you know, selling stuff on Etsy. Well, you know what? Something's going to happen. You're going to advertise more, or somebody's going to find you, and your sales are going to take off. You know, it could be somebody very influential that may actually help you somehow. All right. That's what I'm getting. Career looks great this year, but it looks like it's going to be a team effort. There's going to be a lot of admiration, a lot of people that are, you know, that really, really care about you. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be trying to help you. And I see a lot of success and being noticed and recognized for it. And there you got the Wheel of Fortune here. It's incredible. All right. Now, literally, I keep getting somebody really could be, you know, Keith Lee could be like, you know, it was something like that. Literally. Unless he's an Aquarius, I don't know. Okay. Make sure you are in a stage of incubation. Resting. Going within. Studying. Learning new things. It's like you're going to fall in love with learning. Whether you're like opening books, reading more, continuing your education, or just learning to apply what you've learned from the School of Hard Knocks through life. All right. And I see you changing the way that you see things, and you're not allowing other people to influence you. I see you definitely heightening your intuition. That is what's going to be difficult for you. Okay. You're going to see like the blessing. You're going to be reading between the lines with it, but it could be very difficult for you. That's not easy to do. That is not easy to do. But I see that's what's going to be, you know, your biggest hurdle this year, your biggest challenge. All right. Just know that everything happens for a reason. And there's no race. So take your time. Letting it marinate. Letting something marinate. Something is marinating, and I feel like it has a lot to do with you. This could be you, your mental faculty, your emotions. You're stewing in certain things, and you're going to allow it to marinate until eventually, you know, you learn wisdom from it. All right? That's your biggest challenge, is learning to remain humble and accepting the things that you can't change. And realizing the purpose that it brought to your life. That's your challenge. All right. I see like if there has been family or anything like that that has been very, very dependent on you, I see you becoming much more independent. I see you not worrying so much about other people, worrying about how people see you. It's almost like, you know, you're giving yourself the free pass to not worry about everyone else and like worry about you and your happiness. I see that. I see you doing a lot more. I definitely see you taking a trip or some sort of a vacation. I see you flying. If you're not, you might even be taking a trip outside of the country. I am definitely seeing that. Okay. As far as influence or influential people, you do have a hermit here. You could be learning, you could be taking on a new teacher. You could be learning from someone who keeps to themselves. Learning from somebody who's very, very wise. Like a hermit, like a magician, it could even be somebody Virgo or heavy Virgo in their chart. That is who you're going to be influenced by. And if you're having moments of weakness or having a hard time understanding, I feel like this person's going to help you understand. Okay. That person, if there's somebody that's going to be very, very influential in your life, this next year at least. Okay. Now, this person is very, very real. You may not like the things that they have to say, but this person is going to tell you straight. They're going to tell you the facts. They're not going to fluff anything up. They're going to be direct. They're not doing anything to spare your feelings. I don't see that they're going to be really, really nasty, but they're not doing anything to spare your feelings. It's out of love. It's out of care and consideration. This person is going to be the realest, most honest person that you'll probably ever know. You may not like the way that they say it, but you are going to realize how important this person is and the things that they say are to you. When this person speaks, listen. Okay? This is going to be, this is in my influential person section. And it is definitely a hermit here. You have this butterfly here in this chrysalis. I definitely see you learning from somebody. This is somebody incredibly wise. They keep to themselves, but now the light is on. And I feel like a lot of people are going to be flocking to that person, and you're going to be one of them. You're going to see the light in this person. You're going to see the truth in this person. Okay? There is something very, very powerful with your voice. The way that you speak. Okay? You might even have a way about you, which is why you probably could be getting a lot of influence from whoever this person is. Learning to speak naturally. Being more open and honest with yourself, and speaking naturally. I see a lot of communication this year. And I feel like that's where life and death is in the power of the tongue. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Florence Scovelson. I am getting a lot about speaking affirmations. Learning how to speak correctly to yourself, but to other people. Not going off, not being nasty. Being direct. Okay? All right. January. Let me take a break. All right. I just needed to take a break. Whew. These readings, there's so much energy in these readings. And that's why it's like, I've never done so many back to back, which is why it's just like, probably I never realized how much, they really take a lot out of me. Anyway, so, January. All right, Aquarius. It looks to me like you are trying to bandage a situation. This could be between you and at least one other person. It looks like a couple different people. Maybe you're trying to, did something happen? Did you go off on someone? Did you sound off on someone? Was there some sort of a miscommunication? Was there something about maybe somebody stealing somebody's thunder, stealing somebody's spotlight? I see somebody doing their best to kind of like I'm getting literally the word bandage a situation. So maybe somebody did something and it's like somebody's been keeping everything quiet. They haven't said anything. And, you know, somebody is kind of, it's almost like gatekeeping. Somebody could be gatekeeping. It could be because they don't want to hurt somebody else. Okay. I do see somebody who's doing something. I'm just getting something about bandaging the situation. You could be hearing something from somebody else. Maybe somebody wants to bring things back together. Repair something that could be broken. Okay? I definitely see something like that. All right. February. I see something brand new. Fresh. A new way of looking at things. Looking at things from both sides of both perspectives. This may have something to do with, this is just like, it's like a new getting into your feels. I'm not saying Aquariuses aren't deeply feeling people. I know they are. But it's not something that a lot of people generally see. Okay? We don't. So I'm picturing the Queen of Swords. I don't generally see the Queen of Swords as somebody cuddly. Does that make sense? So there could be something about the way that you're softening yourself, getting more in touch with your feelings, allowing people to see that you have feelings. Okay? And it's not just about talking. It's about actually being in that energy. All right? I don't know if any of that makes sense. I'm trying to figure out a way to elaborate it, but that's the best way I could explain it. It's something new for you and you're not really sure, but you know that it feels good. And you could be sharing something with another person. Being more vulnerable. I'm definitely getting that, but I know that whatever it is, it feels good. Okay? And if it ain't that, then somebody's going to be doing that with you. Somebody's going to be wanting to express more to you. Okay? How they really feel. It's nothing major. It's just a little. It's like, it's the little things. It's the little things. I don't know if any of that made sense whatsoever because it made no sense to me coming out, but let me know when February comes. Or it is a month for Valentine's Day. You could be telling someone that you have a crush. Yeah, could be. All right. March. You are, it's like you have, it's literally reminding me of Igor from Young Frankenstein. So, like, is it the chameleon or whatever? You know, it's like the lizard that has the one eye going over here and then they're, you know, looking over here. You could have your eyes in a lot of different directions, looking at many different things. Okay. Somebody's going to have a sharp mind, keeping a sharp eye on someone, but also someone's going to have some very sharp claws. Okay. You could also be around, I'm looking at these worms, you could be around somebody who could be, you know, trying to squirm or squirm away from something. You might be, maybe there's something that's very uncomfortable. You could be dealing with something that's very uncomfortable. Maybe somebody's trying to get away from you. And something could be very hurtful. All right? March is a little, it could be a little bit more stressful. Okay? And it could be very uncomfortable. Something that you're going through in March. You know? I don't know if it's something that could have been stemming from January or February. But definitely I'm seeing like the first few months are going to be a little uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. All right? Don't worry. Don't worry. Now, as far as April, this is where I feel like you are going to start curbing your communication. You are realizing certain things. Maybe you're looking at certain patterns. You're like, you know, certain things I say to people, I'm realizing that the things that I'm saying to people, I'm also saying to myself, in the way that I'm thinking, in the way that maybe I need to start watching the way it is that I speak or I express certain things to people. Maybe I'm the cause of something. You know, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the reason why people respond or act in a certain manner. Okay? Again, like Florence Scovel, when her students were, you know, asking her to speak the word or the spoken word over family members so they change it. She was like, I won't do that. She was like, I will do the spoken word over you. When you change, your family will change. So it's like that. Okay. And I feel like there could be certain things that maybe you're realizing that, you know, maybe there were certain things that you did and now you're having some past regrets about something. Maybe something that you said or how you treated somebody, or maybe something that somebody said to you. Okay? Could have you feeling a certain kind of way. All right? Now, the first few months might be a little indifferent. Don't hold on to that energy. We have to remember we cannot hold on to that energy. Especially in an 8th year. We are in an 8th year. Okay? The 8 is the symbol of infinity. What goes around comes around. Things are going to be coming back very, very quick this year. So really, really be careful with your thoughts, your mind, everything. All right? Show some more love to yourself. All right? Now, as far as May, I see, could you be doing a lot more with family? Absolutely. I feel like there are things around you. You are not realizing how strong you are, but also other people that you influence. You could be becoming an influencer, or you just have a lot of influence over a lot of other people, and you've actually inspired or influenced a lot of people in better ways than you actually really think, or even are even giving yourself credit for. Okay, I see you becoming more creative and probably even using that to your advantage, at least to not only motivate others, but motivate yourself. I feel like there's something about you needing to give back to yourself, but also starting to motivate yourself. You could be one of those people that's always, you know, in everyone else's corner. Well, who's in your corner? Are you in your own corner for you? Are you ever cheering yourself on? Okay? I see a lot of that. I see a lot of things changing for you this year. And once you change, especially after May, things are going to be incredibly different. I'm actually getting chills. Okay? But you could go through a little bit of a funk the first couple of months or so. All right. Now in June, I see where you are definitely changing, and I'm remembering something about the very beginning. You know, we're writing on the wall. You know, you could be doing more lists, checking it twice, and that's good. We want to keep checking things. Stay in touch with ourselves. Keep checking on ourselves and things that we're doing, making sure that we're doing things right. Okay? And that means a lot of the way it is that we're thinking, but also the way that we're speaking, not only to other people, but also to ourselves. I see a new form of communication with yourself. It's almost like it's going to click. You're going to actually get proof immediately. In June, you are going to get proof immediately about how powerful your words are and your thoughts are. You are going to get proof immediately. And it's like, you know, sometimes people, they're just like, you know, I'll believe it when I see it. You're going to see it immediately. Something is going to happen, and you're going to see it immediately. And that's going to definitely change everything for you. All right? Just keeping an open mind. All right. Now, as far as July, I see a lot more going on with family, but I see a lot of self-love to yourself. Here's the thing. Whenever it is that you start, it's like a switch. It's not working. It's like a switch. A switch is going to go off sometime in spring. It's a fresh, new energy. That switch is going to go off and it's going to start to bleed into the summer months. Okay? You are going to be reaping the rewards immediately. You're going to see that this is no joke. You are going to see that this is no joke. Once you change your thoughts, your mind, you control it. You change your energy and you change your entire universe. You are going to see it immediately. You're going to have a lot of support. It's like, I remember, years ago when I went through that, where I was like, changing certain things, and I would actually seeing people before my eyes changing. I was just like, hey, there's something to this. There really is something to this. That's what's going to happen for you. If you haven't been doing that and you haven't been in that energy, and this is something that's new for you, this year is the game changer. Okay? This is the year that you're actually going to start to see the results. Okay? And July, I see a lot of people looking at you, a lot of people looking at you differently. I see you probably even taking better care of yourself. If you haven't been taking care of yourself, you're going to be taking a lot better care of yourself, and people are going to be noticing it. Okay? And in August, I see people looking at you. I see literally people looking at you. Whether you are a gentleman and, you are pressing your shirts before you go out, working on your posture, making sure you're nicely shaved, clipping your nails, caring more about your look, maybe even splashing on some cologne. Okay? Something about that is incredibly attractive. It's you taking care of yourself, showing that, I care about myself. No matter how it is that you see that, I see somebody doing something differently and showing care to themselves. Okay? Especially if this is a gentleman. Okay? A lady or non-binary. I see somebody showing more interest in themselves, bringing out the color of their eyes, taking care of their skin. Okay? And I see somebody even like wearing a dress, doing something to take care of themselves in a different way, different than what they've been doing. Okay? I see somebody showing a lot of interest in themselves. And in that, I see a lot of people looking at you. I see a lot of people looking at you. Okay? I see a lot of people noticing you and be like, man, is that Aquarius? Oh my gosh. You look great. And it's like, people are just going to be looking at you very, very differently. Okay? Whether it's literal or metaphorical. Even if it's just simply you speaking certain things into the universe, something's going to make you want to change or do something different with yourself, but people are going to be noticing it. Okay? I keep smelling like a fragrance. It's a really nice, it's like a new fragrance. Somebody could even be buying a new perfume or cologne and a new fragrance, something like people are like, what is that you're wearing? It smells really, really good. It really goes very well with your chemistry, with your body chemistry. Okay. September. Whirlwind. Whether this is like a whirlwind romance, luck, buying a lottery ticket. Hey, why not? I see you becoming incredibly lucky. It's like this threshold that somebody has. It's like somebody's been trying to progress through something, but they haven't been able to get over that speed bump. Here's where you get over that speed bump. Okay? This makes sense too. Pluto leaves Aquarius temporarily and goes back into Capricorn September 1st or September 3rd. That's why. You're going to be feeling take advantage of that energy. Take advantage of that energy, because in November is when things are going to go back into, is when Pluto's going to go back into Aquarius. Take advantage of that energy. If there's something that you need to do, if you're having a spring of good luck, make sure that you're, getting all the necessities that you need. Okay? That's what I'm getting. It's like in September, you're going to get it's like this flood or this whirlwind of good luck. Something is going to happen. It's like the energy is going to be letting up, and that's your moment. That is your moment. Okay? At some point, your intuition could be blocked a little bit. It's going to open back up a little bit here in September. Okay? But if there's something about a speed bump, it's you're going to be actually getting over the speed bump in September. Okay? Whatever that is for you. But I see it's going to be really, really nice. It's going to feel really, really good. That is also going to be something to show you. You know what? Maybe astrology has a lot to do with what's been going on. I need to start paying attention to astrology. Something is going to prove to you that none of that stuff is just hocus pocus. It's not just wash. You're going to be like, you know what? Now I feel it. I realize, you know what? That actually makes sense. You're going to notice a difference. When September comes and Pluto moves out of Aquarius and back into Capricorn, you're going to be like, holy crap. It's going to be just like, you're going to notice it. All right? I see somebody definitely getting more involved in, metaphysical studies, but also astrology and such. I see a great fascination with it. And I see you in October. You really might want to save this video in your watch later. That way, just in case, if you want to revert back to it, just kind of see where you're at. You have it there. Here's how you do it. Just right down here at the bottom where it says save. Just make sure you store it under my name. Become the star. Favorites. Best shots. Important. Whatever floats your boat. That's pretty much it. Also, I did put timestamps below so that you can go month to month without having to go through the entire reading. That's it. Enjoy the reading. Learning, studying, learning to, I see somebody reading, studying, seeing how it is that they can kind of get over whatever this is, because it's going to be like, there is definitely going to be some discomfort, but then you're going to start to navigate it. And then once the transition of the planet moves around, you're going to be like, whoa, this is crazy. And I feel like you're going to be really, really diving into that. It's almost like, it's like going down the rabbit hole and learning something new, because, with this Hermit card here, this is somebody who is very, very wise. They're studying. They like to read. They like to, they like to learn. Okay? I see a lot of that. All right? And then in November, I see, guys, that was September. In November, I see you closing off because you're going to definitely feel the planets move back into Aquarius. And I see you're just like, okay, let's do this. Okay, I definitely see that. Okay, but I see you doing a lot in order to study. You could even be doing something as far as, no, I'm not going to, nope. So 8s are about your personal power. Okay. You are going to be learning how to strengthen yourself and utilize your power and your knowledge and wisdom from whatever it is that you're learning this year. And I see you definitely going to be going within a lot more to learn more about yourself, but also the universe. Okay. That's what I got there. And then with December, I see, so you have the 4 swords here. I see you taking a different approach. You just have to. It's like now you're learning to navigate. You're learning to navigate, and you're going to have to learn how to start navigating the energy and other people. And I see you learning to not be so involved with certain things that don't matter. You don't give a rat's ass about if you used to like looking at or watching stuff about celebrities' dirt and their dish, and you liked knowing about gossip, and you liked repeating all that stuff. If you liked all that stuff before, you don't give a rat's ass about it anymore. And to come next December, you don't give a rat's ass about it. You don't care. Because you're like, you know what? That stuff ain't even important. It doesn't even feel good because you're going to start to feel that stuff coming back. Same reason why a lot of us, like Capricorns and such, I'm not saying all of us, but I can only speak for myself, a couple other people I've spoken to. I stopped watching the news and probably regular TV, oh my gosh, probably around 2011, 2012, really like 2015, 2016. 2016 and beyond, you know, I don't even think I had even any kind of like service or anything like that. Learning about, you're just going to start turning off, you know, certain things you're not going to want to watch. You don't want nothing to do because it feels horrible. And don't forget, Pluto went into Capricorn in 2008. And that's when my entire life changed. Okay? If there's any kind of bad practices or anything like that, certain things like gossip, wanting to know about other people's dirt, I guarantee you in the next few years, you're probably going to be watching a lot less TV and a lot less news, and a lot wiser to the things that people are saying on TV and how it is that they're doing, things that they're doing to influence you. And I see you changing a lot. And this is the start of it. So, all right. I see you keeping a lot more to yourself. Even your opinions. I see you keeping your opinions to yourself. You're going to see how certain things have been coming back. Okay? You're going to see things very, very differently this year. But that's just how it is. The universe has its way of molding you to correct us, saying, hey, that's not such a good way to be. I want to make you better. Hence, there's definitely going to be a lot of shifting here. All right? That's what I got. I see you taking an active role in the betterment of yourself, but things are going to be so different. You're going to be seeing, it's like, if you thought that you've been awakened before, that ain't nothing like it is going to be this year. If you want to go through any kind of an awakening, spiritual awakening, if you've been trying to, if that's what you've been going for, whatever you've been through in the past, ain't going to be nothing like this. You're going to be so wise and so much more awakened. It's going to be, you know, incredible. All right. I'm leaving it there. I see you definitely taking so much action into whatever this is. And there is a lot about, you know, again, you know, as far as, you know, with everything moving into the sign of Aquarius, things are going to be changing. You know, whether you are online talking a lot about certain things, sharing too much, whatever that is, I see you taking a different approach with doing that. Okay. Learning more about it, but I see you taking a definite different approach. Okay? It's all going to work out very, very good, though. There's a lot of very, very smart... Okay, I'll tell you what this reminds me of. Chess. This reminds me of chess. Learning to move certain players in the right positions in order to win. That's what this looks like. That's what this reminds me of. Okay? You're becoming much more skilled. Okay? All right. That's it, Aquarius. This is an incredible year. This really is an incredible year. So, good for you. All right. I'm going to leave it there. Why don't you go ahead and like the video for me, please? It helps out my channel. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. These readings take a long time, you know. But I'm going to try and get this out as soon as I can. And then I got to do a few more zodiac signs, and I can start getting back to my, every week doing my readings. I like to do my zodiacs every week. But lately it's just been like doing these. It's just like, man, they're exhausting. But I love these. I love these readings. These readings are incredible. But man, they take a long time. They take a lot out of me. So just bear with me. All right. So, all right. That's it. Good luck. And I'll see you around.